Show me the money. Well, on behalf of our good sellers, beautiful people, and what's behind the blue door is a paradise that awaits one lucky buyer here tonight. Priyanka's made a pre-auction offer at an acceptable level to them. We are selling for the want of another bid. And the amiable and the affable team Diego, they're world famous in West Auckland, world famous in Auckland, and actually world famous in the world in selling real estate. Number one in New Zealand for Rate My Agent, where success always leaves the clues. Now, formally, well, it's a real privilege to live in this street. It's number 20, Amber Ridge Avenue in Massey. Of course, it's freehold, right? The best tenure we can offer you in Aotearoa. It is 236 square meters, lot 101, deposit of plan 354232, record of title, that is 894293. The chattel list, well, there's no issue with that. Without hubris, pride, or presumption, it's all in tip-top shape, and you get to check those chattels 2 days prior to settlement. The settlement date has been stipulated to one and all, and there are a number of variations, Hong Yang.
Yes.
That have been accepted by our sellers. So if you have a variation, you can bid with absolute confidence that is in play as well. The rest of the contract's very straightforward, very simple. And look, I just love this property that it's near new, right? I live in a 1970s home and I like my home, but it's drafty. It's got borer. I got to do the garden. I got to paint the weatherboards, you know, it's got more issues than Vogue magazine. Near new, it looks after itself, and it's a property that's just for living people. You've got that courtyard there where you can tell impromptu stories with families and friends. Light comes in from a multitude of angles. It's a real visceral experience of textures and colors that you can dress it up, you can dress it down. And the hungry Hong Yang never go hungry in that chef-inspired kitchen. And you're surrounded by people that are affluent in affluence. You'll improve your memory when you buy an unforgettable home, and testament to those that are here. You know, the market changes, but I'll tell you what, I've learned in my 16 years of real estate, quality homes are always undiminished in their popularity. So Priyanka, you're all going, what's the number? Fair enough. You want to give me a drum roll, Diego?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's pretty good. Rightio. Priyanka's made a pre-auction offer at 1,180,000 New Zealand dollars. That's 1180. Thank you, Diego, at the bottom there in the chat box. Now, I'm going to let you all absorb that, come to terms with them. But look, if you want to bid me 1.2 and we rain down happiness on our sellers or more, hey, Diego, you can certainly test my maximum. But hold tight, Priyanka. I apologize for the dad joke at 1,180,000 at a bid now. But are we going to have an auction? If someone wants to bid me, Emma looks like she's reaching for the mute button. Josh, you want to have a little flurry? Otherwise, you got to try and find one better. And the only way to get rid of temptation, in my experience, is just yield to it. Because trust me, I live with disappointment every day I look in the mirror. And I don't want you to live with that same disappointment. Lee, do you want to have a little flurry at 1180 at a bid? We sell, we sell. Once for a stunning contemporary near new home. Twice, even for a little.
1,000.
Oh, George, say that again.
1,000.
Rightio.
It wasn't me, by the way.
Oh, who was it?
Josh.
It was me.
Gal.
It was me.
Josh. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Make sure that just, yeah. Okay. Josh, you bid or so Josh, we have an auction. Now, Priyanka, that pre-auction offer's at an end, but the good news here, you get to see the transparency. What would you-
1186.
Did you say 86? Right out, 1,186,000. You can see how we just double check, so there's no confusion. Good bid too. Puts a little 5 up at 1,186 at a bid.
We'll go another 2. 88.
88. The old 2 pair at 1,188 at a bid now. But you watch Priyanka.
91.
And 1?
91.
9-1 puts up a little trifecta at 1191 at a bid now. At 1191 with Priyanka. Diego's flat out typing the numbers. Josh, what do you say? Get back in play at 1191 with Priyanka. You'd put up the 1-2, wouldn't you? I love the orientation from the street, right? It's an attractive looking home. At 1,191,000 at a bid now. What? And I sell. I can see him getting some advice. Fair enough. Twice.
Yeah, we go 9-3.
9-3. Now, Priyanka, I get to that 96. It's a famous soccer team, the 96ers. But at 1196 at a bid now, just someone land on that 1.2. But at 1196 at a bid. Here, not to prejudice your opinion. At 1196 with Priyanka. Josh, do you put up 1.2? It's a good community. And it's a home that's on the level literally and figuratively. At 1,196,000 at a bid. First call.
9-9.
9-9. Okay. Well,
Wide open.
Back on that 2 pair again at 1199. The money, the number.
3.
Did you say 1203, Priyanka? Nice bid. Put a little 4 up at 1,203,000. At 1203, the money, the number. Josh, what do you say? At 1203. No idea who's going to get it. But testament to our owners at 1,203,000 at a bid. At 1203 and a whole lot of other numbers, I say Tahi, Rua,
05.
05 at 1,205.
07.
07. Man, speed is always your friend. Good on you. At 1,207. Respect both parties at 1207 at a bid. Back with Priyanka at 1207. Cash, New Zealand dollars at 1,207,000 at a bid. It looks like we've got 2 equivalent wills here, Hong Yang, at 1207. But anyone else can make a cameo at any point in time.
09. We got 09.
0909. You were too fast for me, Priyanka.
211.
At 1,211. At 12. Excuse me. Nothing wrong with being allergic to good property. At 1,211, you've been relegated to second position, Josh. At 1,211 at a bid.
1215.
Right out at 1,215. Back with Josh at 1215.
1218.
18 and puts up the 18. You can vote in New Zealand at 18. There's no problem voting around here either. At 1218 at a bid now. I don't know, is Massey a red or a blue seat? Anyway, at 1,218.
1220.
1220. Back with Josh at 1,220.
Sorry, that was George. That was George, Aaron.
George.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, no problem. George, Josh. But see, this is good. Everyone can see it. At 1,220.
22.
22. There's all the twos. At 1,222 at a bid. Well, at least you're all smiles, Josh, and good on you. George. At 1,222 at a bid. First call, the good life. Behind the blue door. Twice for that floor plan that absolutely works for modern day living.
1223.
Okay, the old Michael Jordan, the slam dunk at 23 at 1223 and
1224.
1224 puts up the 2 dozen at 1,224,000. Keeping up with inflation at 1224. George. at 12.24 to bid. Sun.
1226.
1226. Appreciate the advance at 1,226,000. Why don't you try a little 4, put up a quaddy, Priyanka? Would you go to 30? I can see you.
What is it at currently? 1226.
1226, correct?
1227.
1227. At 12.27 at a bit now. Do you want to land on 1230, George? I wait with bated breath. At 1,227,000 at a bit now. I sing it down.
Can I get like 500 more?
Okay, yeah, and a half. We call that shrapnel or change. Of course, I wish I had 500 in my pocket. Righto, so we're down to the little 500s now, Priyanka. So I'd put up 1230, put some distance, but I'll offer you exactly the same as well.
1229.
1229. There's a $1,500 bid at 1229, but I still think George has got a little bit more left. But George, I'll put out the olive branch for another 500, no problem. At 1229. Cash, the money at 12.29, fairly bidded down now. As I say 3, as I say
Last 500 more.
last 500 more. Famous last words, and I appreciate it. Thank you. But it's
1,000 more.
okay. Priyanka, did you say 500 more?
1,000.
1,000, right out. 1230, 500. Now, George, I reckon you got to have one last go.
Yeah, 500 more.
Okay, 31. At 1231 at a bit now. Everyone's still smiling right in the middle of a life-changing event. So I appreciate that. I know what's at stake, but this is where you just got to bid with your heart. Forget about the head. What do you say? How can you put this down to $1,000? But at 1231, Priyanka? Sometimes you just got to pay it forward. At 1,231,000 with George. Not a whisper. Murmur, syllable, nor a sound. You sure, Priyanka? Right out at 1,231,000, but it's been a real privilege to take your pits here today. You've just come up against George. Are you sure? It's okay. I just want to check though. I'm not convinced. But at 1231 at a bit now, the hands are up. At 1231, it is going. It is going.
500 more.
Oh. My ticker doesn't usually handle this, but that's good. At 1231,500. What do you
500
reckon?
more.
Okay, 32. He can sense a momentum shift at 32 at a bit now at 1232. It's time to double it up and put up the 33. But at 1232 at a bit. Home is where your stuff lives. This has all the essential storage. Don't have to worry about ascending stairs with dodgy knees like I have at 1232. The local bakery is world famous. One of the 8th wonders of the world. Is it 33? Or I sell George the property at 1232 at a bid. It is going. It is going.
500 more.
Oh, 32 and a half. Got no idea who's going to get it. It's time for your rebuttal. It's time for your encore. At 1,232.5 at a bid. Back with Priyanka.
100 more.
No, sorry. 500 is the minimum increment. But it's only, well, not only another $400, but in the long run, how can you overpay for this quality terra firma, for this tillage? At 1,232,500. Do you just put up it could change your life? I don't know. Right. First, second, trace the money. At 1,232,500. It is going, George.
500 more.
It's lovely to hear you and your partner, your wife, chiming in together. Hey, I can see Priyanka sitting there with her husband, or anyway, somebody, and love it, right? You're working together for both parties at 1,233. Back with George. But you don't have to wait for the trial close. But I say un, deux, trois. Only thing I learnt in third form French. At 1,233. Sometimes guys just drop the clutch and put up 40. Put an end to the conversation. New Zealand Labor Party's printing money every day, so you may as well print some as well. Priyanka?
500 more.
Okay, 33.5 at 1,233,500. And I'll stay here right to the, however, Diego's probably still got 2 appointments left. At 1,230,000, he does. Never stops. At 1,233,500 at a bit now. Righto, George, for you and your good lady. She'll whisper every morning in your ear, never been happier living around here. At 1,233,500 at a bit now. You can still see the chat box. Diego's wearing out the palms of his hand, typing these numbers, but at 1,233,500, I sell. It is going.
500 more.
Okay, 34. Diego, Hong Yang, I know our owners are happy. They just go, keep going, Aaron. Now, what you've done now, it's a lucky winning hand. You put up the small straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a winning hand in poker, and it's a winning property. Cavernous bedrooms. Modern insulation. No one's stealing your blanket at 2 a.m. in the morning. At 1, 2, 3, 4. Clearly, these 500s are not working, but I'm happy to earn my fee every time by taking more and more. Do you want to help me save a few syllables and just put up the 50, Priyanka? Sort of rolls off the tongue. At 1 1/4, but at 1,234 with George and his good lady. Third call. You said 500 more, eh? Yeah, well, there's an even bigger straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 1,234,500. How's your battery going, Diego?
Yeah, I gotta keep for the next 2 meetings, but I'm okay. Let's keep going.
At 1,234,500. I'm just giving the people the time here. I can see that's a life-changing event. At 1,234,500 at a bit now. George, 35. I sell. At $1,234,500. It is going. Right. Permission to sell, Diego, at 1,234,500.
Well, I reckon we should take a 250 increase, shall we?
Okay, the little quarter, right? You're the boss. George, we're putting it out there. Do you want to take it? Do you want to take the little quarter at 1,234 3/4? Hold tight, Priyanka. It is going. I'm on the edge of the seat. It is going. Right, I take your silence, though. I appreciate it. Permission to sell And you
Granted.
list with,
Granted, I said. I don't know if somebody bid though.
no, it's just making sure. Otherwise, we'd be cutting a check
Yeah.
at 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. But thank you, Josh and George. Priyanka, it is sold to you. Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good
Hey, look,
fight. though. Good fight.
You've
Fight
always
indeed.
got to fight for good property, guys. But well done, class act. And to the underbidders, Hong Yang, well done to you, getting everyone along. And more importantly, to our sellers, may they go forward, may they go far, and may they go very, very well.
Thank you so much. And Priyanka will be in touch with you soon to sign a new agreement. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Bye.